Okay. Turn me up a little bit.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Meat Star. Hey, today we're gonna be doing a pork belly, and what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to crisp this skin up. I went down to my store today and I got this pork belly that was pre-packaged, and I really wished I had got one that wasn't in the package so I could see how it actually looked. As you can see with this one here, I got to do some trimming up right here because I got skin here. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna square this off here, probably square it off here, and I'm thinking I got nothing but fat here, so I'm just gonna trim this off, and then we'll go ahead and we'll treat the pork belly. Square this up. I'm gonna jacquard the skin so we can get the crispy skin. I'm gonna season this with 2 tablespoons of 50-50 kosher salt, coarse black pepper, and 2 tablespoons of, well, maybe a tablespoon and a half now, of brown sugar. Let me get that up. And then I'm gonna salt the skin with kosher salt, and we're gonna put this in the refrigerator overnight. They said 12 hours to overnight to get this crisp. Let me set this over so I don't make a mistake again. Grab a paper towel. Okay, let's square this bad boy up. Make sure you got a fairly sharp knife, because that skin is kind of tough. I think this knife will do it. I may keep that and see if I can crisp that up as well. Any little pieces kind of hanging off. So we get right here. Let's square this up right here. I think this is like a 4-pound piece of pork belly. Now you can see that right there. That's your remnants of bacon. You got that streak of fat, streak of lean. Straight down here. Yeah, as you can see, there's hardly any lean in that section there. I'm gonna square it off right, probably about here. Yeah, I think it's better to get the whole pork belly, so that way you know what you're getting, because basically what I paid for, right, I just paid for fat. Trim this up a little bit. It's silver skin, it's not gonna eat good anyway. Let me grab my boning knife. See if I can get this silver skin with this boning knife. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't gonna eat good. And I didn't get rid of a lot of meat, so happy about that. I did a pork belly one time before, but I didn't crisp up the skin. So I went on the research to find out how can I get crispy skin, you know. And a lot of people saying, you know, put vinegar on it, you know, to dehydrate it. But this one here, what I seen on a video, I really think it's gonna work well. Basically what I'm gonna do is once, that was horrible, huh? I hate that. I hate when you get in the pork belly and got the tits on it. Yeah, that kills me. No, I'm gonna leave that just like that because if I keep trimming, but like I said, get back to what I was saying was once it's cooked, because I'm gonna cut this in half. Boom. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna shallow fry it inside the pan to crisp this up. You guys will see. Okay, here's what we got. So what I'm gonna do here too now is I'm gonna score this every so often so I can get, make sure I don't go down and cut to the skin so I can get the seasoning down in here. Get rid of this right here. This bowl right here. I'm gonna put in my 50-50 salt and pepper and my brown sugar. Mix this up real good. And what it's gonna do is almost like a carrot. Some people do salmon like this as well. But I really think the sweetness of this is really gonna take off because I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna put it in my smoker and we're gonna smoke it. Okay. Let's get the seasoning of this stuff. Is I'm gonna flip it over, make sure the skin is real clean, and then we're gonna jacquard. This is jacquard. What it does is it perforates the skin, as you can see. As you push down, these needles come out and they perforate the skin. A lot of people do these with skewers and stuff, but ooh, that skin is tough. You can hear it. There we go. All right, now I got the surface cleaned off, and I can really see I put a good amount of holes in this thing. This thing is, yeah. I'm gonna cook it on this rack too because I want to catch the fat inside of this tray, and I don't want this going inside my Traeger. Wipe it down, yeah. Good perforations. I don't know, man. Something about those teats. I hate when I get a piece of tits in there. But oh well. Some more. Take this. Put a little salt in here. Probably about a tablespoon and a half. I'm just gonna liberally salt this because as it goes in the refrigerator, I want to dehydrate it. Except we can do this for 12 to 24 hours. Okay, there you have it. Seasoned up, trimmed up. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the refrigerator just like this, and we'll see about 12 hours. Here's the pork belly after 12 hours of being in the refrigerator. And you can see the skin is pretty dry. You can really see the holes where I hit it with the jacquard. So basically I'm just gonna dry this off. I got the Traeger outside on smoke setting. I'm gonna put the pork belly in here after I dry it off like this. The salt has done what it's gonna do, and the refrigerator has done what it's gonna do. The reason why I'm cutting it in half right now is because it'll make it easier to pan fry once I'm done. Shallow fry. Might be time to go get my knives resharpened. Okay, there we go, we're good. I'm gonna let this come up to room temperature a little bit more. I got the Traeger out on the smoke setting, and we're gonna go ahead and put it on the smoke. Got the Traeger tailgater all heated up. It's on the smoke setting. We're gonna let it go on like that. I'm not gonna spritz it. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna hold it low and slow, and I'll probably try to run about 200 degrees, maybe 250, until I get an internal temp of 190 on the side of this pork butt. At that time, the salt that has reacted on the skin and the holes really should dehydrate this. Then we're gonna bring it in the house and I'm gonna shallow fry it. Should be pretty good. All right, I guess it's probably about 2-3 hours of smoke. It looks like I'm running like 169. I haven't bring it up any higher. I'm gonna fill this pellet hopper up, and then I'm gonna turn it up to 250. And I'm gonna go try to get that 190. Let me test it out, see what we got right now. About 130, got about 6 more degrees to go. Come back out here, it's taking a real nice color on it. Let's test this. $157. Not quite, we probably got about 30 more degrees. All right, we brought these in. They temped out at about 196, and the second one tempted out about 201. It was a smaller piece, so I anticipated that the temp would be a little bit higher. Now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna basically shallow pan fry this skin until it gets crispy. I used the remaining oil that I had from the cook, from the actual pork butts, not pork butts, but pork bellies. And then I'll take and I put the pork bellies skin side down. Now with this method here, the skin is perfectly cooked and just the meat is perfectly cooked and the skin is just crisping up. As you can see the little bubbles as it's starting to crisp up. And after probably, I'll say about 10 minutes, I'm watching it, that's what you get. You get a nice crispy skin and you get flavorful smoked meat. Listen to the sound. This is the meat stove. Find you some meat. You know the rest.
Okay. Turn me up a little bit.